Old and busted. That's what I called this Martian 2 up until this weekend. As you can tell, I've flown a lot of packs, got more charging, everything else like that. But this Martian 2 that weighs 448 grams without the GoPro and battery helped deliver some great footage this weekend. Now, granted, 5 inches are a lot easier to fly with than 6 and usually do give you good footage, but this thing has old crusty Mr. Steel motors on it, which, you know, when I say old, I'm talking in quad life here. It's got a Betaflight F3 board that's been soldered and resoldered I don't know how many times. Does have an Eagle 2, and it does have, no, those are my cheap, those are like Cicada 30 amp ESCs, BLHES running D-Shot in there. The whole reason why I got it out this weekend was when I was messing around with some antennas and stuff the other day, I noticed that my Crossfire signal was just all over the place. So I took the Crossfire out and I redid the solder joints and devised this Franken-Quad zip tie mount, and actually did the whole trimming mod on it. And this thing, took it out, tested it, flew great, flew out to like a mile and a half, about 1.2 miles, and it never came off of 150 hertz frequency. So it was running full frequency the whole time, which I don't get that on any of my other quads, probably because they're all just running Immortal T's on the armed. But this did, and the Menace Pagoda did pretty good. It's basically the only antenna I could get to work that would hold and support the antenna mount there on the back that I made, and it's just zip ties and heat shrink and all that stuff. I got my 3D printed mount right there. I think I've got a Race Day Quads Mach 1, I think, in there. So I believe it only goes up to 500 or 600 milliwatts, and everything performed good. You know, the biggest downside on it is I usually run it on 4S 1300 packs, and, you know, running everything on 5S now, it's just a slow dog. But, and one of the things that might have contributed to the footage, I got these 50/50 dowels for some reason. I don't know why. They're battery eaters, but I never got the smooth footage off of this that I suspected I would. And I always thought it was like the mount kind of vibrating in the wind or something like that. But it was just crazy oscillate. You know, it was just vibrations that we get. And these things like run smooth, as crazy and pitched as they are. So we'll show you some of the flight video here and see what you think. But, you know, this is price-wise the cheapest, oldest, and busted quad I have, and it's a shame that it produces the best footage. If it was only faster and as dependable as some of my other ones.